What a weird movie. Equalizer 3. It's kind of mad there's 3 of these now. We have the return of Denzel Washington as Robert McCall, where he finds himself enjoying his new home in southern Italy. He discovers the townsfolk are under control of local crime bosses and, you know, he does this sort of thing to help out. I haven't seen the previous 2 Equalizers in a long time, and I remember quite liking the first one. The second one, however, I cannot remember for the death of me. But we have director Antoine Fuqua back for a 3rd time, as well as a new character played by Dakota. Love myself a Man on Fire reunion. This was a really slow burner, to the point where, honestly, by the end of it, I felt like not really much happened. I felt like the main points of the story could have been summarised in about 3 sentences. There's a lot of build-up, which could have worked in the film's favour. I think it was a smart idea to take Denzel Washington's character into a whole new environment, and there's a lot of fleshing out this whole new town that he finds himself in. But it kind of just beats you over the head with it. It's about 80% of this movie at least, and there's not really much in the way of character development either, so it doesn't really feel like any of it matters. There's a CIA part to the story, which Dakota Fanning's character is a part of, and honestly, you could have taken that whole thing out. They literally accomplish nothing, and they don't contribute at all to Denzel Washington's character or the actions he has. And so it's kind of just up to Denzel Washington himself, and I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of an easy paycheck for him. He's just walking around, sipping tea. There's not really much in the way of memorable interactions here, and it's kind of hard to believe that the town would accept him as one of their own in such a short time. Oh, except for the old doctor guy though. I actually quite liked him. And even action-wise, it wasn't really an action movie per se. It was very gory, definitely leaning into that 15 rating, which can make it entertaining in a Godfather sort of way, and the drama definitely felt like it was trying to play on that Godfather-like iteration. But, you know, all the killings kind of happen with Denzel either off-screen or in the shadows, kind of half on screen. He really isn't having to do much here. Also, this kind of just relates to another point I have in that Denzel Washington's character is just kind of a dick. The killings are savage, overly savage for the story almost. You take that out though and you kind of lose the film's unique selling point. But man, this guy just kind of comes in and just wrecks shit. And I know the bad guys are being bad, but part of me was just like, is Denzel Washington's character just killing these people just because he can? I feel like in reality this guy would be manhunted down so hard, but in this case he kind of just gets away with everything, and he's not that hard to track either. Now, if they kind of explored the idea that maybe he's not all good, or maybe him interfering kind of makes things worse sometimes, and maybe there's a balance to it, I think that would have been a lot more interesting, but instead he kind of just gets away scot-free with everything. I also feel like a lot of my complaints kind of circle back to one main point, which I think is a crucial factor for this film, and that's the editing. This film's an hour 50. It's not long, but it felt so long, and you could easily take 15-20 minutes out of this film and it would have been a decent, healthy 1.5 hour film. There's nothing wrong with a film being that long. Not everything has to reach that 2 hour mark. Some of the scenes just fade out and cut to new scenes at random moments, and you have a whole new scene change for about 4 seconds, and it just really struggled to get that ball rolling. Maybe I'm being too critical of this, who knows? On a different day I could have had very different opinions on this, but I just struggle to try and recommend going to the cinema to see this one. But it's out already, and maybe you've already seen it, and if so, maybe you thought differently. If so, I'd love to hear your thoughts down in the comments below. If you found this video helpful, please feel free to leave a like and subscribe and all that. And as always, stay tuned for more reviews of movies, anime and video games. Until next time guys, take care. Bye bye.